with another video. Obviously, we're in quarantine, so I have a lot of time. This video is going to be interesting. First of all, I want to say I hope everyone is staying safe. Everybody knows what's going on, though we're in quarantine right now, so it's just crazy. So I just hope everybody's being safe. I have a glass of wine. This conversation is gonna get, and I have a big glass of wine, and I say usually I would fill my cup up to like here. I want to talk about Virgo men, and the reason why I chose to talk about this is because it's a very, very, very personal journey, I guess. It has been, and personal experience. Like, I'm not saying that I'm like, I know everything, I have all the answers, but I've met different people throughout my life. I can say that the Virgo has obviously, they are different. They're just different. So I just felt like, yo, we're gonna toast to that. Online and stuff, like there's like a lot of videos on YouTube about it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, there's a lot of articles online. It just seems like a lot of women are searching up this question, or just searching up Virgo men, and how to deal with them, being with them, dating them, getting to know them. It's just very, very, very tricky, I can say. I just feel like it's just like a tricky thing. Like, and you don't know this when you're going through it. I think you have to kind of go through it to actually know what I'm talking about. So for all the ladies that have dealt with Virgo men or are dealing with the Virgo man, I would say good luck. Give you guys a background. Okay, quick, because I don't want to, I kind of just want to jump into this. So this is actually going to help. But I met a special Virgo man 6 years ago. When I met him, I was instantly, when I tell you instantly, like the day that I first saw him, I was like, yo, like Virgo men, some of them, now this isn't all of them, so let's just be clear, but the majority of them, they, when I first saw him, he just kind of carried himself a certain type of way. He's very, masculine, well put together, kind of quiet, but not really quiet, like to himself in a way. You can tell he's the type of guy, like when he walks in the room, like a lot of people respect this type of man. He's very well respected, hard worker. I mean, when I first saw my little Virgo, I was like, oh, Jesus, he's gonna bless me like this. Like, I was so excited. And pursuing me, like he was, they're not really keen on that. That's not their thing, okay? So if they want to talk to you, if they like you, if they think you're pretty, if they approach you, then there's something about you that to them, at first, they're like captivated by you. Like, they're just like, oh my God, who's this girl? Like, I have to know who she is. And I don't know, he kind of gave me he kind of gave me the vibe that he wasn't gonna stop until he got what he wanted. And that was in the beginning. Okay, so that was like 6 years ago. Let's be clear, that was in the very beginning. So like, Virgo men need space. Like, I can't say that enough. Like something happened today, so I'm gonna get into that later, which is what motivated me to make this video. But so he was like super distant, and I didn't understand it, and now my feelings was getting hurt. I'm a Cancer, so you already know my feelings was like extra hurt. I really couldn't understand it. I really thought he liked me. Oh, excuse me, y'all, it's the wine. So this might be like a little series. Like, we can do the Virgo series, because I have so many stories. Obviously, a lot of things have happened over the years. But how about this? I won't even get into my situation. So I'm going to make another video and come back and tell the whole story about my situation. So that way, they can kind of bounce off of each other. They are very distant. We just said that like 50 times. But they're very, very distant. You can literally have like a great weekend with them. You could spend, you might not hear from him after for a couple days, you know, maybe a week. I don't want to say regular people because they're regular people, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to be nice because I love Virgos. They can be kind of serious too. They're like all about their business. Like, they handle their business. They're all about work, you know, building their empire. That's their thing. Like, don't kind of, you know, don't fuck with work. Like, don't try to like not support him, like get mad if he has to work late. Whatever it is, if it has to do with his career, like, you need to support. Like, that's the whole thing, is like to support them. Yeah, that's important. Support them. You might run them away. You don't know these things. Like, these type of men, you have to learn them as you get to know them. That's with anybody. And that's another thing. This stuff applies to anybody. We're talking about these men because they have particular traits about them that other signs don't, and they're just different. Like, they're not like anybody else. Like, that's the best way to describe it. It could be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. For me, in my case, I had a lot of dark moments dealing with my Virgo. I will make another video for that. But everything worked out, but you're talking 6 years, you know what I'm saying? And that's a long time. I might have to do this video over because I'm not feeling it right now. Should I do it over or should I keep going? I don't know. But so space, they're very distant. What else? Some people could say, or some people could say that, you know, they may be narcissistic. I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like everybody has some narcissistic traits within them, so I wouldn't really say that about them. I just, like, if they open up to you, like, you're special. If they spend time with you, you're special. This is anybody. Like, this ain't just Virgos. This is anybody. But he's not gonna call you every day. He's not gonna text you all day long. A lot of dark moments. And you know, everything worked out, but you're talking 6 years. I might have to do this video over because I'm not feeling it right now. Should I do it over or should I keep going? I don't know. And I feel like if they open up to you, like, you're special. If they spend time with you, you're special. This is anybody. Like, this ain't just Virgos. This is anybody. He's not going to call you every day. He's not going to text you all day long. It's like with them, you have to cherish the moments that you have with them because they're special. Because you know they don't do this with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know they're not all of them are cheaters. I read that a lot though. A lot of them are cheaters and hoes. I don't think that's true. I think anybody could be a cheater or a hoe. About the type of Virgo man that I'm talking about, he's actually, I would say he's a flirt. I would say he looks at other women. But I wouldn't say that he's a cheater. Like, I feel like he holds himself with such standards, such high standards, that he wouldn't even want to be associated with that term. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll rather go through a fucked up relationship, go through the ups and downs, go through the drama, arguments, all that, and when it's over, that's when he does his thing. But the Virgo that I know, him and cheating don't go in the same sentence, and he's like very, very, very like serious about it. Like, he doesn't like that, so I don't see them being cheaters if we're talking about this particular Virgo. So I would say loyal, extremely loyal. They can play games. Like, it's so annoying. Like, they can play games with you. Like, one day they're so bubbly and then the next day it's like flat. Okay, you be like, what happened to you? Did somebody die? Nobody died. It's just Virgo turning over the tide. That's just how they do. So, like, I had to, like, for me, I learned my Virgo over time. Like, it was so weird because it was, as time went on, I would say the first year was really the worst. But after that, I was like, okay, so he's really just like this. Because I really didn't know what I was going to do with this video. I really didn't. I was just like, I want to talk about Virgo men. I want to talk about Virgo men. What really, really motivated me, let me tell you guys. So, I was with my Virgo 2 days ago. And I know we're in quarantine. But, you know, he's different. So, anyway, he came over and I didn't hear from him yesterday or today. And I actually did talk to him tonight, but I didn't talk to him all yesterday, and I didn't talk to him all today up until tonight. And I reached out to him. I'll get into that in the next video. Texting. Oh my gosh, it's fucking crazy. So I didn't talk to him all yesterday or all today. And then, or all today, daytime. And then I caught myself feeling like sad. But then like I was like, oh my God, like I have felt every emotion with this man. So it wasn't nowhere near what I used to feel like when I didn't hear from him. So I had to like check myself. I was like, girl, like, you know how he is, girl. You was just with him 2 days ago. Like, he was fine. And he was. And then when I reached out to him today, he was all bubbly. So ain't nothing wrong with them. If you didn't do nothing to them, if y'all didn't get into an argument, if nothing bad happens, leave it alone. He takes a day or two. And that's another thing. You have to have your own life. You have to have your own hobbies. Let me drink to that. You really do. So they don't like women that are just sitting around and waiting for them or looking at their phone all day. Oh, he didn't text me. He didn't text me. And if you want to text him first, text him. Because I know they say, oh, don't initiate. Don't initiate. No, I'm not saying don't initiate. Initiate. But not all the time. You got to know how to, like, balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, balance that joint out. But like I text him and he was fine. So like that's my thing is like, just because they're not texting and calling you doesn't mean they're mad at you. Doesn't mean they don't like you. Doesn't mean they don't want you. Doesn't mean they don't love you. These men are weird. But anyway, we will get into it. This is going to be the Virgo series. We'll talk about it. Let's share some stories. Because I'm pretty sure there's a wide community of women that are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this Virgo. It's nothing. They're just being a Virgo. So, stay tuned. Whoop. Cheers. Cheers to Virgo Man. I love them. I really love their weird asses. It's so strange. But anyway, I'll be back. Quarantine. Stay safe. Stay home. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not.